Thank you. Good morning, all. Let us go ahead and take a look into the chapter 3. So, like I initially said, this book is organized into 4 parts. Chapter 3 concludes the part 1. So, before we get into the chapter 3, I would like to express my deep gratitude to you all and also our Guruji for making me the instrument to share this wisdom with you all. And thanks to the author for this beautiful knowledge she has imparted in this book. So, the third chapter is Highlands. So, here the author is like taking us through the journey of a little bit back into the chapter 2. I'm not sure how many of you have gotten a chance to read the book, but if you have taken a read in that, the meditation has 4 parts or 4 stages of meditation that every meditator passes through. So before reaching the highlands, the meditator must pass through these 4 stages. These stages are, the first one is concentration, which is the ability to hold mind steady on one chosen idea, such as no wandering or no distraction or directed mental control. This is the mental training that every meditator does as part of the concentration. And as they move into the second stage, which is the meditation or reflection, that is the sustained thinking on a spiritual seed idea. The meditator examines the truth from multiple angles, building understanding. Then we move towards the third one, which is the contemplation. Here, the thought becomes quieter. The seeker begins to perceive relationships, patterns, and deeper meaning beyond surface reasoning. And then we move towards the final stage, which is the adoration. So it is not thinking about the divine but experiencing union with it. The meditator reflects upon the wonder of creation, perhaps the structure of a butterfly's wing, the intelligence behind the minerals, the order of the solar system, or the mystery of human character. So, as part of adoration, you are kind of rising high and into the higher lands. So, as part of the contemplation intensifies, the mind suddenly shifts from analysis to realization. So, the seeker becomes overwhelmed, not emotionally but spiritually, by awareness of the divine intelligence behind the creation. This is adoration. So it is not sentimental worship, neither it is a faith of blind. It is the identification with the divine mind. The state has been called ecstasy, bliss, or nirvana. So the higher lands is nothing but rising higher and higher and higher. Importantly, this experience does not come through emotional longing alone. It comes through mental discipline, sustained thought, deep contemplation, understanding the divine law. Adoration rises most naturally in those who seek not merely to love God but to understand the divine plan in order to serve it. Meditation is therefore not an escape, and it is the preparation for service. So, dear friends, when we understand our role and our purpose and why we are here in this life to learn what kind of experiences or lessons that we have, we are destined to do, the more we are open to serving, the more higher we rise. So here the next part is author also touches a bit on the difference of meditation versus prayer. So she says that prayer is asking and meditation is seeking. The basic spiritual principle is Ask, and it shall be given unto you. But seek, and you shall find it. So, as a child asks and an adult seeks and cooperates. So, spiritual maturity means moving from dependency to participation. So, let's now understand the deeper meaning of highlands. Highlands represent elevated awareness, mental clarity, emotional balance, vision of the divine purpose. When the seeker reaches this state, life gains new meaning, suffering becomes purposeful, inspiration becomes natural, and our inner joy deepens. This is not the temporary excitement, but it is stable inner illumination. The first path is very structured in the higher lands, and meditation moves through clear stages of concentration, meditation, contemplation, and adoration. And the second path is adoration is the goal, not psychic powers, neither visions, but unity with the divine intelligence. And as we rise to much more higher path, understanding deepens love. Emotion alone cannot sustain spiritual growth. Clarity strengthens the devotion. And the final and higher path is inspiration follows discipline. At higher lands reached only through the steady practice and self-discipline. The key takeaways from this higher lands chapter is that meditation is a progressive science, not vague mysticism. Spiritual adulthood means cooperation and not dependency. It removes the dependency on any external entities or any external persons or people, and it is you realize about it is all about yourself and your inner self. It takes you through the inner journey, and adoration is the state of identification with divine mind. The highest meditation prepares us for the intelligent service. True inspiration arises after disciplined thought. My dear friends and masters, thank you so much.